Have you ever had one of those days when nothing seems to go right, or you planned out your day and then all of a sudden this happened and it made this happen, which then made this happen, which made this happen, and all this, it just keeps going and going. It seems like that day is never going to end. And then when you finally lay your head on the pillow and you're just like, what happened today? Well, Thursday of Holy Week is one of those days. It kind of begins the end of what's going to happen on Good Friday, and then also that leads us to Easter. But it's a day that is powerful, and so much is packed into this day. It's full of drama. In the evening, Jesus eats a final meal with his disciples and prays for deliverance in Gethsemane. He's betrayed by Judah, denied by Peter, and abandoned by the rest of his disciples. He's arrested in the darkness. He's then interrogated and condemned to death by the high priest and all the council. And this all happens before daybreak on Friday. And so this being the last day, there's all kinds of things that happen in this. And we could talk about all the little different things and just see the powerful things that happen. But I think it's important to note what Jesus does on this day, knowing that this is going to be one of his last few days here on earth. He wants to get his message across. What does he say? What does he do? And the thing I want to point out today is very interesting. And actually, this Holy Thursday, we also call it Maundy Thursday. Now, this comes out of the gospel story of John, and how he tells the story of what happens in this Holy Week. And that word Maundy, it comes from a Latin word for the word mandate or a new commandment. And so on this day, Jesus makes this new commandment, this mandate, and he says this. He says, I give you a new commandment, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also should love one another. So Jesus says, I've spent my life here on earth. I spent my days loving you. You've seen it. You've felt it. You've been there. You know what it feels like. And now I want you to take all those things I did for you, and I want you to love each other. And so in this statement, in this commandment, Jesus sends an invitation out to the world. He says, I want you to live in a way that this world has never seen. I don't want you to be about power. I don't want you to be about privilege. I don't want you to be about authority. I want you to be about love. I want you to be about peace. I want you to be about justice. And so on this last day, on this Maundy Thursday, Jesus makes sure to let his disciples know that they have an invitation to live in a way that they have seen lived out. And I want to suggest to you that on this Maundy Thursday, that you have that same invitation. That the creator of the universe, the one who walked on water, the one who placed the stars where they are, invites you to participate in a life that is different. In a life that doesn't make sense, in a life that leads to the cross, but also leads to resurrection. And in that invitation, he says, I want you to love. I want you to love radically. I want you to love ridiculously. I want you to love absurdly in a way that makes no earthly sense. But in that love, you will change the people around you. You will change this world. You will join me at my table. You will be a part of my legacy. And so today, that's the invitation I want to give to you, not because it comes from me, but because it's an invitation that was extended over 2,000 years ago by Jesus. And he says, I invite you to love one another. And so today, on this Maundy Thursday, as we prepare for this holy weekend of Good Friday and the quiet of Saturday and the celebration of Easter, may we be people who love each other radically. So what does that mean for you? What does that invitation feel like? And what are you going to do with it? Hope you have a great day. Grace and peace.